Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tisha and today's Tuesday, so we're going to do a top 10. And I've been working on this video for quite some time, but I thought it would be fun to talk about 10 scrubs all over the body. I have scalp scrubs, lip scrubs, some foot scrubs, just your sugar scrubs, all the different ones to talk about. I've been using, what I recommend. And if that sounds interesting to you, let's just get into it. Before I get started, I just want to say a huge thank you to you guys for getting me to 400 subscribers. That is awesome. It happened just this weekend while I'm filming today on Sunday, and it happened today. And I just really appreciate you guys so much. All of you guys, whether you like the makeup or the Bath and Body Works or both, you seem to be commenting and liking and just getting, my videos out there. So thank you so much. It means the world to me. And, thank you for the support. Thank you for letting me learn how to do this because I'm still very new. I've been on here for 2 months. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And let me know down below, if you do prefer more of the makeup content, the Bath and Body Works, or you don't care, you're just watching because you like how goofy and weird I am. That is all appreciated. So that way I can kind of just cater this channel more towards still the things I love, but as I'm kind of coming up with ideas, I kind of want to know what you as the audience prefer to watch. Also, it's dark. It's been overcast like all weekend here in Kentucky, so I have missed with this light thing, and I'm not sure if this is great or flattering, but so if it's a little wonky in editing, I won't know until after I've already filmed this, so bear with me. Like I said, I'm still just kind of getting this all format down and everything, editing, taking out the music, all that stuff, so I appreciate you guys so much. But let's just jump into it. So this video I've been working on, it's been very fun. I got a lot of different stuff here. Some stuff I do recommend, some stuff you guys already know is super hyped up here on YouTube, TikTok, you can't even find it. But I want to talk about what I use it for, what I've really been noticing my results have been, or if I really just think it's a skip. So let's just jump in. And I'm going to kind of do it in my Tuesday top 10 series. It just helps me with, kind of speed reviews or giving you some basis on what I am recommending and not. So I kind of like sticking to Tuesday top 10s for now. But I'm going to start at the 10 spot. This one is a Frank's Body. And I'm just going to read you the package here. Coconut coffee scrub. And I got this in it was like a free Frank's Body kit from Ulta, but I did get it because I was working on this video. So it's coconut coffee scrub, which I'm going to talk about another coconut coffee scrub that I recommend more. This really does a good job. It's straight up like coffee grounds. So you can use it all over your body, but I'm going to show you the texture. And my disclaimer is your shower is going to be disgusting after you use this. So it's like legit, some coffee grounds here. So let's just give it a little swipe so you can kind of see. I mean, that's what you got going on. It's such a good coffee scent though. It's super strong. But as you're getting wet in the shower, obviously, but it doesn't have anything to lather. So you are really working it. You can mix it in, I guess, with a body wash, but you're just working it from that dry pile. So this one is not a recommend unless you're already into that, unless you don't care about the huge mess you're going to make with this. I mean, it is in my drain. I have one of those hair stoppers because come on. And it's just all up in there. It's on the walls. It's on the curtain. And it smells amazing. And it really did. I mean, my skin felt nice and soft after. It had a very strong scent that stayed on my body. So I mixed it with a like vanilla cream type of lotion. I think it was, what am I using right now? Oh, Confetti Daydream. So no, not Confetti Daydream. It's in a pink bottle. I can't think of it. A vanilla based lotion because of the coffee scent. It's not going to mix with everything. But for the mess and for what I got out of it, I got some other scrubs that weren't quite as messy, so that is why this one's in the 10 spot. Not necessarily that it didn't work, and I know a lot of people really love this, but I used it one time because of the mess. And it, like I said, it's also kind of hard to work with because you have to scoop it in the bag. You got a shower on. So this is interesting. I'm glad I have it to try. Sometimes I'll do self-tanner on, my body. So this would be a great one before because it's really exfoliating, especially those hard spots like your elbows and your knees. So maybe save it for that. And I think this would be good for a good long time because it's like dry coffee grounds, and it has a nice coconut smell, but that's lighter than the coffee. This is strong coffee. So enough about that one, but I did like having the chance to try this, but it was so messy. So messy. So keep that in mind. The next one I want to talk about, I've only used a couple times. I got this one in that Tread Moon Fat Foot Fun takeover box, and I wanted to try this when it came out. This was one of the reasons I kind of went for that box. It's the KP Bump Eraser Body Scrub with 10% AHA, and I use this strictly on my arms where I don't know what the KP stands for. I was gonna look it up last time and I didn't either, but I think if if you're looking for something like that, the KP stands for whatever those bumps are called, and they're those just little kind of clogged pores you can get on the back of your arms and things. I put on a lot of lotions and stuff, so some can cause that, and this took care of it in 2 washes. I used it twice, they were gone, and they haven't come back. So I get a lot in here. You get 8 ounces of product. This retails in like the $20 to $30 range, so it's pricey, but you can get it on sale. I think they still actually have that takeover box on Tremood, which the whole box was $39, and you get like 4 other full-size products. So something to keep in mind, but I'm really glad I got this. I really did think about getting a second box because these products are so good. But this is more of a specific scrub, so I didn't really put it up too high. It absolutely did what it said it was going to do, so that was great. But it doesn't have a good smell. It doesn't have any kind of smell, really. That's kind of strange. It's not even like herbal or medicinal, so it's not an experience type of scrub. This one just did what it said it was going to do. So no points off for quality of product, but again, no scents or anything. In the morning when you want to smell good, you're not going to be able to use that for any type of thing. Next, we're going to talk about some scrubs for the scalp. And I have 3, and they all go in this spot, but they all did pretty much the same thing. And so I actually got a caffeinated scalp scrub, and from Frank Body, I much prefer this for my scalp than that bag for my body. And, so you get a little tiny bit. You're supposed to, you can use up to 3 times a week, and made in Australia. That's kind of cool. And actually, I think it says you can use it all week, but you wet your hair, you part it so that you can get to the scalp, and you just use about this much, a pea-sized amount, and it doesn't have a ton of exfoliation, but I don't suffer from dandruff or anything. I just sometimes have a buildup of product because I do, curl my hair a lot using like heat styling products and hairspray and things, and so I wanted to just make sure I was getting all of that off my scalp. I color my own hair, which I know is horrible, but I need to do it often enough that I just color it myself. But this one did a nice job. It has a light coffee scent, so that I did like the experience of. So this one, like I said, these are all kind of even for me. Another kit I just got in my Sephora kit, but I did pull this out and use it, is the Way Scalp and Body Scrub. So this is just a sample, but I've used it a couple times. You can see, I'm getting a good dent in there already. This smells amazing. So it really that's another thing to take into consideration is what are your scent notes? Like if you're not a coffee person, you're not going to want anything from Frank's Body because it's all kind of coffee themed. But this one has more of a beachy perfume theme. And you can use this on both your body and your scalp. So this would be a great travel. You don't need to take one on vacation and then you're good to go. This came in a kit that you saw yesterday in my Sephora haul. And I did kind of want that kit for the sunscreen and this product because I love Way for my hair. It's amazing. This really, I could tell my scalp looked really good for a couple of days after I used this one. The same with this one. So this is a recommend. And again, it's kind of more based on where you're shopping. You can get Frank Body at Ulta, some drugstores. You can get Way at maybe Ulta, but also Sephora. So it's, a little bit more high-end, much more expensive. The full price of this is in the $30 range. And then the Christoph Robin is an amazing scalp scrub. Sorry, scalp scrub's hard. You can see I've really gone in there. And this one smells like almost like a men's like Irish spring bar of soap. It smells really good though, and it's very clean smelling and fresh smelling. So this one I like because you could both use it. Your hubby or your significant other and you both could use this if you need it. You both have a scalp, right? This one says purifying with sea salt, and I do kind of smell that. It's not beachy. It's got a clean scent with some sea salt, and it's a little bit out of the three, the most coarse. So this one actually probably was the hardest. This was the easiest to get out of my hair. I mean, because you go in and shampoo and condition after. This one and this one were a little bit harder. I felt it in there after the shampoo, but not after the conditioner. But I really focused it just here on my scalp. But this one, you know, like I said, we both can use, and I don't really suffer from dandruff, so I don't know, like, if you suffer from extreme dandruff, if any of these are better. I can't really speak to that, but they really are a nice product to go in with. I don't do it daily, but it does help my scalp. Like I said, with all that product I'm putting in my hair, this gets it out. So wanted to mention those. And then I wanted to talk about some lip scrubs. So these two are my favorite brands that I use, and then I'll always use anything that BoxyCharm might throw my way. I do like to lip scrub because I use a lot of lip products. So especially if I'm using like liquid lipsticks, which I really don't anymore, and I'm having a declutter coming soon. You're gonna see I was pretty savage on the lip products because they seem to go bad the quickest, and it seems to be what I have the most of. But I really have the same thing over and over and over with different brands and formulas. But so this one is from Wet n Wild, and you can still get it. It's the Perfect Pout Lip Scrub in Watermelon. This is like my third one, and this stays right next to my sink, and it has this like sugar. It's just sugar, truly, and it's granulated, and you just kind of put it on your lips and do them together like that. But it smells amazing. It smells like candy. It smells like a watermelon candy, like Jolly Rancher. You can eat it. I don't eat it, but it gets in your mouth, and it's safe for that. Like I said, I'm not eating it, but that isn't a bad experience. The Fizz and Bubble lip scrubs are amazing as well. I have this in Sugar Tart. I've had this for at least a year from Ulta. It's very tart, but it's nice, and it's just the same granulated. So you kind of just put a little tiny bit on your lips, and then, you know, move them around. And then I always follow up with some kind of lip mask. So just something a little bit more hydrating than like a chapstick. And my lips really always feel nice. I don't in the winter. I mean, I use this stuff all year round, not just in the summer. In the summer, I think we're focusing on our skin because we're showing more. I mean, I'm not, but some people are. But I use them all year round, so I don't get like cracks in my lips and stuff. That's just my routine. Like as I'm washing my face, I throw a little bit of that on. It's super easy. It stays right by my sink. That's just me. But I really, really love those. And this you can grab at Walmart, and it tastes so good. This watermelon, I'm going to get a new one because this one's getting kind of gross and used. But the Fizz and Bubble have bubble gum and peach and strawberry. And I mean, there's lots of different companies that carry a lip scrub, but it's something that maybe we overlook. And it really actually makes my lip masks and things I'm putting on feel a little bit better because I'm getting off those dead lip skin cells that just crack and dry from exposure outside in the sun and what we're, you know, eating. And, you know, like I said, for me, lip products, I use a lot more hydrating cream lipsticks now, but I used to be pretty, a big fan of the liquid lipsticks, which dried them out. So I needed a little bit more a while ago, but I still kind of am in the habit, and I really like the way that my lips feel. I think that one from Walmart's like $4. So those are all my thoughts there. A little scattered, I know. Doing this video very late in the day, so you get me too early and I don't know my words. You get me too late and I just can't stop talking. So I love you guys if you're still with me. Next, I wanted to share with you. So I shared those. This one, I got at Ulta. I love Shea Moisture for my hair. I had not tried anything for the body. This was just fine. This is right in the middle, like number 6, because it's just fine. It is a sugar scrub. You can use this all over the body. And it's very fine, so it's not abrasive whatsoever. It has a coconut oil base, so also it leaves your skin pretty hydrated. I would say that I usually will use a scrub before I use my body wash to put some hydration back in, but I'll use a scrub where I feel comfortable using it. So if it's super fine, all over the body. If it's a little more granulated, salt scrubs, you know, harsher, those are like legs, feet, hard parts on my elbow. Like if I'm feeling, you know, I moisturize every single day, but if I'm feeling the elbow and I don't like the way it feels, it gets a little bit of a scrub. Then my body wash to put the moisture back in. But this one I like because I feel like it does both. It doesn't necessarily, I don't count it as my body wash, but that virgin coconut oil, I just didn't feel like it stripped anything whatsoever out of my skin. And like I said, it's very clean ingredients, and it's very, it's raw sugar, coconut oil, and like just a few other things, but most of it's just like olive oil, you know. So I'm not calling this a clean brand. I did nothing to look into that whatsoever, but it's got a very low ingredient list. So I feel like that would be a more of a natural thing. And like I said, I really love Shea Moisture for the hair. So this has no parabens, phthalates, propylene glycol, mineral oil, sulfates, or no animal testing. So I think they're more in that vein. And this was just okay. It was like $8, $8.99 on Ulta. And again, this is an all over body scrub. So if you're looking for something where you don't want to really fuss about that, this would work for the whole shebang. So did love that. Wanted to share that. And then number 5, I did get a couple of these, the Bath and Body Works, the Wellness Collection, the fruit scrubs. They're the gently exfoliating fruit scrubs, and these are super gentle. So I got avocado and blueberry. I just grabbed avocado because I didn't want to bring all of my, and maybe that would have been even a better video, but that would have been a longer video. So I just kind of grabbed one of each, and I just recently hauled these, but I've been using them for like the last 3 days straight. And what I like about these scrubs, first of all, the scent is really nice. I never really thought I would love something avocado scented, but this, whatever it's mixed with, and there's no scent notes on here to say what, you know, it's this and, but it's very comforting and very clean and kind of creamy. But again, I don't think avocados even have a smell, do they? They're kind of one of those like bland type of things, but this has a little tiny bit of scrub to it. So your sugar scrubs, the Shea Sugar Tree Hut scrubs, more of a scrub. Even like your sugar scrubs from Bath and Body Works, more of a sugar scrub. This is a very light scrub. You can barely see, there's a little bit of sugar in there, but it's so sparse that I feel like I really had to work this in to feel the exfoliation. Now I do, like, again, I really do. The scent's amazing. The container and the consistency is a little not my fave, but I think it's just because a few other of these products are much easier to use. Meaning that because, you know, you're in your shower and it's in this container, which is totally fine. But then when you lift this up, there's always a good amount that's transferred to the lid just from transport. Because again, the consistency is so jelly that it moves quite a bit. It's the viscosity or whatever is light. So then you're messing with this lid to container amount. And I just feel like I use blueberry and avocado. I like them both. I'm happy to use these up. But the consistency, I've gotten it all over. So this one is easy to clean up. This one is a nightmare to clean up, but these are the two that were the messiest in my shower. And I feel like that's important because some people don't want to use a product that's going to make a mess in their shower, right? So I liked this a lot. I got it with a reward. So again, this was actually completely free to me, but I think they're $16.50 and they have sales. So I would absolutely wait for a sale. I don't think I would pay $16.50 for this, but it made my skin feel really nice and really did like the scent of this one. So that's all I really can say about that. So I have quite a few left. Let's keep going. Hold on, break. So let's keep moving along here. I have, I found this one at Walmart. This is the Find Your Happy Place Summertime Sprinkles Whip Scrub, Red Berries and Peach. This was about $7 at Walmart. It was just kind of sitting in the middle. I had no intentions to buy it, but my store is out of the Tree Hut scrubs. Like you can get like 2, the ones that everybody can get. And the Dove scrubs are pretty low too. I think they only had a couple that I wasn't really super interested in trying. I really did want to include one of those in this video, but I didn't. I just never got my hands on one. So maybe another follow-up review of some kind. But this I came across just sitting in the middle. And it was cute. I love the packaging. This one's got this is the only one I have that's got super cute packaging with the little flamingo floaty. And like I said, the lid comes off easy. It's very much like a solid. It almost feels like a cleansing balm. That's really what I thought of when I felt this. I was like, because the other ones, like your Tree Hut scrubs and even the Shea Moisture scrub, when you open it, there's a movement to the product. This one is like a hard balm, so I kind of liked it though because I was able to just warm it up with my finger and just take out a little bit. And the scent, I really like. It's called Summertime Sprinkles, but I smell like a cherry, strawberry, blueberry. Not so much a fruit punch, like it's just like a bunch of fruits, you know. I really like it. I don't really smell too much peach. I know that was in the title too. Peaches, maybe there's like some kind of citrus fruit in there, but this one was an all over body scrub, super gentle. It doesn't have a ton of, I mean, I kind of feel like this one spot on my hand's going to be like the most exfoliated thing ever, but you know, it's got a little bit of a scrub to it. Don't know if you could even see that. I'm sorry if I'm showing you nothing when I'm doing that, but the sugar is very fine, super fine. The only one finer is coming up, but you know, it's easy to use because of that balm. Like I said, it's kind of like a solid, so you're just getting a little bit on your fingers and you can use it wherever you want. You're not scooping and gooping. But yeah, I like this one a lot. This was kind of surprising. This was one I picked up just to review for this video. Truly, I didn't go there in mind to get it. I didn't even know it existed. But you can check these out again, especially if Walmart's sold out of all the other options and Walmart is your closest thing to buy products that you're seeing online that you want to give a try. So find your happy place is what that's called. And then 3 more, and I think you're gonna probably be able to start to guess what these are. So this one is like shot to the top of my list as soon as I tried it one time. I think I've tried it about 4 times. 1,000 Wishes, the glowing body scrub. Got this on like a $6.50 sale, and I knew right away it was gonna go into this video. I just love the smell of 1,000 Wishes. The keynotes are pink prosecco, sparkling quince, crystal peony, gilded amber, and amaretto cream. And I did feel like it left a nice glow, like almost like I put an oil on after my shower. The sugar in this is super fine, so I'm kind of getting sick of putting it on, but it's really, I will do it for you all. Just so you can see this beautiful glow too. This one's a special one, so. I mean, yeah, oh, there it is. See, it's like almost like a highlighter you're putting on your body. And the smell's amazing. I mean, this would be number 1, but these other 2 have like stolen my heart. So 3, 2, and 1, all amazing. I mean, highly recommend. Even that Find Your Happy Place at number 4. That's probably the most affordable and the most accessible, maybe the most accessible too. But this one is so good, and you can use a reward on this because I think it's $16.50. You can get this totally free if you order online and you're picking some other stuff up. But Bath & Body's is messing around with their sales lately, so I don't know how easy that would be to do, but I think they're going to come up with some good ones. That's what I'm hearing on Instagram and stuff, so we'll stay tuned for that. But the packaging's so cute. I definitely want to get another one. I'm just trying to like pause on my huge hauling lately because I'm also making a plan. I've got a couple of series coming up for May because I told you guys it wouldn't be so much hauling. I mean, I have a couple more things that still haven't come in, but I have a declutter series I want to do quick and easy with some speed reviews. I have a what else? And I have that in hair, skin, and makeup. Also a Bath & Body Works one. Just so I can kind of make room for what I want to bring in with SAS, if you know what I'm saying. I also have a final tour makeup, like the makeup that's been pulled from my collection, but I'm not quite ready to declutter, but it's going to have its final tour. So I got some fun ideas for that, but back to the scrub. So my point was just that, you know, I want to get some more stuff, but I'm also trying to say, what do I really need to look for at SAS? Because we're going to shop, right? We're going to go look. But what do I need to actually be looking for? So I've really been going through my collection, kind of making myself a goal to like, you know, if I have doubles of stuff, we're using it or we're gifting it, but we're moving it out. And so do I have actual room for stuff with SAS? Because I know I'm going to go. We all know we're going to go. But this is so good. So if it's not your favorite scent, they have a few other ones. I meant to, but I didn't get a salt scrub. So I do want to try one of those as well. I won't make a whole other scrub video, but I know those are a little bit more coarse. So this one's super fine. You can use it all over the body. It kind of was it was like my scrub and my moisturizing body wash because it did lather nicely, or as nicely as the moisturizing body washes do, you know what I'm saying? But that one is like super, super good. So here we go. Number two, I had like 5 of these I've used this month, and I really, really like them. These are so good to use on your legs before shaving. I get such a close shave and it lasts a couple extra days. I think that's crazy, but it really does. My legs still feel good, and that's kind of the age, you know, I'm almost 39. I do the field test. Like, it doesn't have to be done. So these really do help, and I think they're going to be amazing for summer. This one, the lemon blueberry tart, I just used yesterday. And I really like the tartness of this one and the blueberry, but it's like lemon blueberry tart. Like I smell a lemon note, a blueberry note, and a tart note, if that makes sense. So I really, really have been liking this one. Another one that I liked was the vitamin C. This is just really nice in the morning and smells really, really good. I'll say like they have the AHA in them, so maybe that's just something all the scrubs are doing, but I only had a couple that have disappointed me. And the product itself still does the scrub, but maybe the scent wasn't the greatest experience. But these two, I highly recommend. I mean, if you are a tough person, you could probably use this all over your body. I just use these on my arms and legs, but I don't think that it says anywhere not to use all over the body. So you do you. But that's what I was going to say. I use them on my arms and legs because out of all of my scrubs, this one gives the most exfoliation, which is great. Maybe the coffee one that just this bag would be more, but it's so much more work than it's worth to me. So this one has a nice amount of moisture in it with this exfoliation, so it spreads a lot easier. But oh man, this is so good to use with shaving. And like I said, gives your legs, I do that and then a moisturizer, and I'm just like, I can't stop touching my legs, and I'm not that person. So you got to get a Tree Hut scrub, but you got to find a Tree Hut scrub. That's the thing. That's why I wanted to bring up the Happy Place, because this I've seen at all the Walmarts I've gone to, where the Target and well, this one isn't at Target. This is just at Walmart, but at Target and Walmart around me, and there's probably 3 in the neighboring town, Targets and Walmart, all empty. Like you can just get the Moroccan Rose one, which again, if you love that, good. But I wanted to try the other one, so that's okay. And so this one is my number one because I can't stop using it. It's the OGX Smoothing Coconut and Coffee Scrub and Wash. I like that it is a both. It's 2-in-1. You get to use this as a body wash and a scrub. The smell to me, when I first smelled it, I was not sure. But this has grown on me, and it's sitting in my I have one of those little buckets right outside of my shower, so I kind of just put a few products in every couple of days and then pull stuff out, so I'm not overwhelming the other shower users in my life. But this one I couldn't quit putting in. I love it. I never got the lotion. I'm on the hunt. I'm gonna find it. But this one was awesome. Loved it. It's got a great experience in the morning, super awakening to your senses. So if that's you and you need that, you will love this. You can use it every day. And I absolutely felt like my skin was hydrated and exfoliated. And again, I just use it all over the body. So also I wanted to tell you that what I had done just as a foot scrub, because I didn't buy any true to foot scrubs, but I had used a couple of these, put some socks on, and you can also use some, if you want to not make a mess, you can put some plastic in between your sock and the scrub, leave them on for like 10 minutes. And then I use a little foot brush, and I just sit over the side of my shower, and I just kind of take off that this sugar. And so I'll do like a face mask, and I make it like a whole thing, and my feet feel so good. But if you guys have any recommendations down below, I just didn't come across one. I wasn't on the hunt too major, but if you have any foot scrubs, that's one area. Like I said, I like to wear a lot of sandals in the summer, so I'm constantly needing to exfoliate my feet. So let me know down below if I, use some scrubs that you loved, or if you have any recommendations. This video is super long, and I'm sorry. I just had a lot of information for you. If you watch this point, let me know that down below too, because you are the real MVP. But I will see you guys in a video tomorrow. Thank you so much for 400 subscribers. You all are amazing. Bye.